There's a man named Greg Shanup, who is the former post chaplain for the entire post at Fort Hood, with probably 30 chaplains under him when he retired. I was very fortunate to get Greg to go to work for me right after he retired. He was on his way to a graduation ceremony of some sort, and I can't tell you exactly what it was, some type of military graduation ceremony, when a soldier ran up to him and said, "Sir, there are people shooting over there," and he pointed in the direction of the I think it was in the direction of that processing center. And then the soldier kept running, and Greg noticed he had blood all over his back, so he got him hooked up with a medic because he was wounded. He was warning other people, not realizing he was wounded. So clearly he knew it was for real because he saw the man's wounds. He then was put into the building. They've got guards on the door to protect the people inside the building.
What was your thought when you first heard about this? I mean, something like this on a military
base?
Well,
I think your first thought is, because we have a lot of soldiers going through a lot of stress, that it could have been a mental health issue. But now they're reporting one shooter dead, two suspects in custody. That's three shooters. If that turns out to be three shooters, then I have real questions. It's kind of would be a little unusual, I would think, that three people would crack at the same time and start shooting. There at least have to be some coordination. And then I was looking at a map of Fort Hood, and where the fire was reported is in locations that are fairly far apart. I mean, like half mile, quarter of a mile, three-quarters of a mile. I have been in the center and talked to the soldiers in this area where they're going through transition and being treated for PTSD and other situations like that. I've visited with some of theyose soldiers. I've watched them as they played pool and stuff like that in the center, and talked to them about how they're feeling, where they're getting good care. They are, and they're getting good psychiatric care, good psychological care, and they've got caseworkers and social workers that work with them also. But I do not know, and it would only be speculation on my part, whether it's part of that or whether it's something else. But I would say Fort Hood's doing their very best to take care of the soldiers that have these issues.